part of our duties as aquarists is doing exhibit maintenance. And for some of our bigger aquatic exhibits, that means actually diving and getting into them. So I take care of the Cove Forest, and so that means diving into our sink exhibit and doing things like cleaning the window and cleaning the skimmers. Because it's a forest exhibit on top of a aquatic exhibit, we get lots of leaves and debris, and so if we don't get those off the skimmer, they'll clog it up and change the water levels. We'll pull off the skimmer and knock off all of the leaves and algae, and that way the exhibit can sort of flow normally and maintain balance. So we usually normally do this once every 2 weeks. In the fall, when the leaves are dropping off the tulip poplar trees, it can be a couple times a week, and we rely on our operators to kind of let us know, hey, the exhibit levels are a little too high. It might be time to go clean the skimmers again. So we keep our Cove exhibit pretty cool. It runs about 58 degrees. Trout come from mountain streams, and so they like cool, clear, well-oxygenated water. So it's pretty brisk. You get used to it, though, after a couple dives. We wear really thick wetsuits, and that certainly helps us. Because we get lots of direct sunlight for the plants, that also is a really good condition for algae to grow. So there's lots of algae to be scrubbed. Because of the natural light, we get a lot of algae that grows, especially in the summer, because it's just getting direct daylight for a really long time. And so that algae can form clumps, and then it'll get knocked off the waterfall, and then it ends up on the skimmer. And we'll also, while we're diving, clean the windows. Probably the windows need to be done about twice a week in the summer. In the winter, when the sun's not as bright, we can maybe do it once a week. And usually it just involves using a suction cup to kind of help hold on to the window, because in these bigger tanks, it's really hard to scrub the window, because when you try to push on it, it kind of pushes back. So the suction cup lets us stay in one place and do the windows. And we find that if you go to the bottom and look up, it's a lot easier to see the algae. So that's helpful as well. The sink in the Cove Forest exhibit is about 16 feet deep. So it's not too bad, but it is deep enough that if we're going to get in it to do any kind of maintenance, that we do need to go in on a scuba or on a surface applied system like I'm using here. The mask helps us communicate with our surface support, so they can keep tabs on me the whole dive, which is important. We make sure that all our dives are safe and controlled.